going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. Today we're going to be talking about expectations for UXIN's upcoming earnings report. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos, and also make sure you hit that like button because it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Lastly, if you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, make sure you click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. When you open up your new brokerage account, you'll receive one free stock valued anywhere from $2.50 to $250. And when you make that initial deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive another free stock, and this free stock will be valued anywhere from $8 to $1,600. Lastly, cryptocurrency is now available on WeBull, so you can trade cryptocurrency on the platform with zero commissions. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about UXIN. It's currently 5:23 p.m. Central Time here in Texas, and the stock is currently trading at $1.53. It's up 4.67% for the day, and it's down 2.55% in the after hours. So UXIN will release their earnings soon, and when that's going to happen is something that really no one knows except insiders. I emailed them back in March and they told me that they would be releasing it in March, but that hasn't happened, and it's April. So given that it could be released at any time, I figured that is something that we should talk about. We should figure out what are our expectations for the company this time around. So the estimates I shared in the last video when I touched on it were actually for the year, not the quarter for the last 3 months of 2020. So that's actually what I want to talk about and discuss in today's video. So I have it all right here on the iPad. Shout out to Touch Attack for pointing some things out. At the 30-minute mark of the last earnings call, the CEO gave growth guidance of 10 to 15%. Given that UXIN did $11.2 million in total revenue for their most recent quarter, on the high end being 15%, we would expect around $12.6 million in revenue, and that's on the high end. And then on the low end, we would expect $12.32 million in revenue, with that being 10%. So roughly $12 to $13 million in revenue is the expectation for this quarter. So 5.3 million of the revenue last quarter came solely from vehicle sales, but UXIN has switched over to an inventory owning model, which the company says will be more profitable in the long run and have a positive impact on gross margin this time around. They said that they expect the gross margin to be positive this time, which would be a huge jump given that last quarter it was negative 22.4%. So even if gross margin is just 1%, that's a huge jump in the right direction, and it's really great for the company. Loss from continuing operations last time around was 38.1 million previously, and they expect that the loss to narrow slightly. Just taking that for what it is, I don't expect like a huge drop in loss from continuing operations, but at least we want to see that it's moving in the right direction here. Now hopefully the funding from these two investors that they're in negotiations with goes through. That would really strengthen their balance sheet. As I just mentioned, just from operating last quarter, UXIN lost 38.1 million. So the stock was and still kind of is priced for bankruptcy. Last reported they had around $57 million in cash, and that's with what was on their balance sheet at the end of the quarter, plus the $25 million that they got from a different set of overseas investors last year back in October. Now, like I said, the company is in negotiations with two investment firms, which could be up to $300 million in cash coming into the company, which would be a great thing. If that happens, the bankruptcy fear isn't completely off the table, but it's definitely something that UXIN wouldn't have to worry about, and puts as much pressure on the company in the near term. For the quarter ending in September, there was a lot of pain in the company, and that's what happens when a company is completely shifting around their business model in multiple ways, as UXIN has done. New CFO, inventory owning model, getting rid of their finance units, etc. If you go back through the channel, I did not hold this stock at that time. I actually started talking about the stock after there was a lot of pain in the company because I saw it as a buying opportunity. As I mentioned in one video in particular, I was hoping to hop in this stock at the inflection point, just when things are turning around. Even though the share price has risen, I don't really care too much about that. I care more so about what's driving the movement in price. Is everything good under the hood? I'll add more to my position as the fundamentals get better and as the market really starts to see this company as something that's viable. So this time around, I think that the earnings have a bigger story to tell than ever. It's going to let us know if the company's going to need more time, or are they moving in the right direction, and is it pretty much go time for UXIN? So we'll see what happens, but as of now, this is still a risky investment and I'm proceeding with caution, but I really do like this company and I think that there's a huge opportunity ahead of them. Whether they execute and capitalize on that is another story. But that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.